Well, hello everybody, it's me, Diamond from Diamond Shine Soap. I'm excited to see you today. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel before we get into this candle video. And look, if you have not joined the Patreon, you is crazy, because this whole entire recipe for this candle will be found in the Patreon. So if you need the wick size, the fragrance load, if you really want to make a real candle and you don't want to just be sitting around here going around YouTube trying to find your way, then you need to go ahead and just click the link in the description box and join that Patreon right now. So much skincare, candle making, y'all. Listen, if you want to get it done, get her done. All right, so it's late at night and I'm up, and that's why the lighting is so terrible. Usually I have my sunlight. And I am wicking this candle, okay? Now, these are my fall candles, guys. I'm starting to whip out the fall. The summer is going. It's time to have some fun with some fall candles, y'all. So I wick these square vessels diagonally, because if you wick them side by side, you'll notice that you have a whole lot of residue in the corners, and that's just not going to do. So make sure you wick them diagonally, and just make sure you don't have your wicks really close to the edge. So these are my candy sprinkles that I'll be using right here, and they have nice fall colors along with the embeds. They're nice fall colors as well. And so let's go ahead and get into it. So you're going to get you a nice little silicone mold. These are like fallen leaves, as you can see. I use the orange color for my base. So I'm just going to fill it up about maybe halfway, guys. And I'll definitely put the direct measurements in the Patreon so you can know exactly how much to use. But I used about 2 drops of orange dye. I'm going to go ahead and add this candy to my jar, and I'm adding it to the edge because if you put it in the middle, it won't be seen once you put the whip topping in. So I'm just putting it in a place where you can see it if you look at my jar, and when you see the finished candle, you'll understand. All right, so I'm just putting that around my edge. Now, mind you, my middle is not fully solidified, so this is the perfect time for me to just work around the edges of the candle. All right. Now, this jar is pretty good, y'all. It definitely gives you a wonderful hot throw because of the 2 wicks, and it's nice and sturdy, so you don't have to worry about it like breaking down on you or whatever the case may be. All right, so I went ahead and just let the middle solidify a little bit more, and now I'm going to go ahead and grab our whip topping. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start piping into our jar. So I have like a little strategy for the way I pipe. Now the fragrance choice is I'm using banana and pumpkin pecan waffles, and I'm mixing that together, and I'm calling it banana pumpkin. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a very interesting smelling candle, but to me it just really breathes fall. Okay, so I'm going to start out by just piping into the corners of my jar, mainly because I'm still waiting for my middle to solidify fully. And also I want to put like little leaves, my embeds, on top of these little, little tips that I'm putting into the corners of the jar of my whip topping. So the topping that I have chosen today, this is soy wax. The reason why I'm using soy wax is because it's going to solidify fully. And if I use like a pear soy, it's going to be way too soft. So soy wax is really good with whip topping. I just add a little bit of pear soy to it just to get the hot throw to be a little bit stronger, because I really don't get a good hot throw off of the 464 soy wax. You know, any soy wax to me, it just seemed like it needs a little bit more of an enhancement to get it to work. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these corners with embeds. All right, so now we have our corners done, and as you can see, those embeds are looking lovely. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pipe into our jar. Now, you have to have a strategy. Remember, you want to make sure that you don't leave any air pockets or, any holes in the candle where that wick will tunnel. And so, it's really good that you're using 2 wicks with this particular jar, because it just leaves little room to see, any kind of tunneling at all. So what I'm doing is I'm going around the outside, and I'm not going to hit the middle until the very end. So what I'm doing is just basically just going around, just piping all into the jar until I get to the top. And then when I get to the very top, that's when I'm going to go ahead and apply my whip top into the middle of the candle. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some sprinkles before I start piping all the way up into the jar, because once I get to a certain point, you're no longer going to be able to see those sprinkles. So the story goes like this. You just keep piping all the way around until you get to the middle. And then when you get to the middle, that is when you'll go and you'll fill in the middle of your jar. Now, I want to let you guys know that I did not use a whole lot of sprinkles. Now, a lot of people don't like to use sprinkles because they think for some reason that they catch on fire or something like that. I want to let you know that over the past few years of me making candles, I've never had that happen. Normally, the sprinkles just fall all the way to the bottom of the candle. So, I put some on the top, I put some in the middle, and I put some on the bottom. And they will be completely fine. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm pretty much rolling down my wick just to be able to take a cool picture. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I ended up just cutting the wick because for some reason, I was thinking that I could do this with these gloves, with this dye on it, and it just kind of made the wicks look a little bit nasty. Brown dye on it, and yeah. So, in the end, I ended up not even using it. So, this is my finished candle, guys. I hope you like it. The candle is called Fall, y'all. That is what it's called. It's a banana pumpkin candle, and I'm going to label it on my website as Fall Y'all Candle, okay? So I'm just adding my last little bit of embeds to the top, which actually gives it a nice, unique finishing touch. And I'm going around and I'm piping into any little air pocket that I see, any little place where that wick can tunnel or, any kind. I'm leaving little room for any malfunction. All right. So this is our finished candle, guys. And you're going to see the pictures. The pictures are absolutely fantabulous. Fantabulous. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and like the channel, subscribe. I will see you guys again. And listen, if you have not joined the Patreon, now is the perfect time to go in the description box and do so.